Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. No one in particular. Let's change over to the correct scene here. Alright, tonight is Dwarf Fortress stream night. Not that it's a regular thing or anything, it's just tonight. Adjusting the microphone. It's been a while since I've been online streaming, but I figured it was time to do some Dwarf Fortress streaming just for fun. There's been some changes to the game since last I played. There's been some new positions, some new mechanics added. We have guilds now. Looking forward to playing around with that. And just otherwise getting back into the fantastic story of Dwarf Fortress. So I have created a new world. I have found my embark location. It's a pretty easy location. It's just sort of a chill fortress. Nothing in particularly challenging except the normal challenges you have with Dwarf Fortress, but so be it. So we are going to embark here. And I'm going to choose my standard setup. And we have no pond turtles, which is fine. We will fill up with some other things, but firstly we're going to get rid of the steel anvil. And we'll get an iron anvil instead. And we'll get some pigs. 1 boar, 3 sows. We'll max out on, let's see, it's usually turkeys. We'll do another gobbler and 8 hens, 10 turkeys in total. And we'll just add, let's see, we have sweet pod, we have cave wheat, plump helmets, cave wheat. Do we have dimple cups? We do have dimple cups, so we'll use the rest of our points to add in some dimple cups. Well, maybe not all of them. 10 should probably be enough. We have a lot of plump helmet spawns, that is important, but we should also probably get some more pigtails. Help us get started. 2 more points. Okay. Bear. We add 1 more bear. I'm not going to bother naming anything or anything like that. I like keeping it at random, so we will embark and we will see what happens. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. Riyaba, hi. Welcome to the stream. That was a fairly long intro. I don't think I've heard that one before. But we have arrived. After a journey from the mountain home into the foreboding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended, and our party of 7 makes the outpost for the glory of all Duzimzon. That's our civilization then. Blah blah supplies, plow hook, Destotoslan, Swordwind, strike the earth. Swordwind, that is a pretty good name. The world here is called the Windy Dimension. So, fitting. I'm doing great, Yuri. Having a sip of my delicious beverage. Fortunately not a beer. I still have kids who haven't gone to sleep, so we'll have to wait to crack open a can of beer until later. And now comes the exciting part, if this game will actually load. I've had some issues recently with Dwarf Fortress where it crashes when you load a new fortress, but that's why I have initial save on, because usually it just helps to restart it and load the save and it works fine. But currently it is not responding. But can we get some music playing? Yes, we can. So Yuri, since you're here, how's the audio while we wait for this game to load? Is it loud? Can you hear the music? Am I super loud? Am I super low? There it comes. Good. Heavenly crisp. Thank you. Ah, yes. Perfect embark. I love it. Let's zoom out a little bit. I love embarking in these kind of places where the river has a junction, because it usually makes for excellent elevation changes. And here we have a big waterfall, and we have sort of a peninsula or a river peninsula. We don't know what you would call that. To sort of fortify ourselves a little bit in here, we won't so easily get attacked from this side. Unfortunately, we don't have any. We don't have any cliffs and sheer drops to help protect us. Oftentimes, when you get these deltas are sort of high up, so the river will come here, and then there will be a waterfall here, and then 10 sea levels down, the river goes here. But we have the waterfall over here, and it looks like it might actually be. Yeah, there's a bit of a waterfall right here. That is good looking. Let's see, can we get to the optimal zoom level? There it is. That is good looking. I'm liking this embark very much. Hopefully we will get to grips with some good things. But first we want to double check going into DF hack. And we'll do a little prospecting. The embark screen told me that I do have iron here, and it looks like that's correct. We have magnetite, we have hematite. Native gold. I feel there's always a lot of gold. Regardless of what map I choose, there's always gold. Tetrahedrite, so there's a ton of copper. There should also be marble, yeah, so we do have a flux stone. These things are good, and while we're here, we will butcher list. There's nothing here. Target 10, 10, 10, 10, everything. Auto watch, and we'll get back to that later for setting that up. And while we're here, we're also going to jump into Dwarf Therapist and set up some labors the way I like them. So our miners will be dedicated miners. They do absolutely nothing else but mine and drink. Our mason is more likely an unassigned worker right now because he also does masonry. The planter will be the farmer who does all farm related business. Hunter is the hunter. And our carpenter is our carpenter. There we go. So now we have all the carpenter, the farmer, the hunter, the miner. Everything like this is set up the way I like them. So these are custom professions that I've made previously, and I roll with these always. There's sometimes some tweaks to them, but I love having a detailed control of my workforce, so I know how many people are assigned to do things, and our unassigned workers, they do absolutely everything, basically. So back to the fortress then. What are the auto butcher commands that I just typed in? The auto butcher, if I go back to DF hack, that is, if you're playing the lazy noob pack like I am, auto butcher. It butcher things. And the command I typed first is the target, which is 10, 10, 10, 10 all. And that basically means any new creature type that you see, you will keep 10 female kids, 10 male kids, 10 adult females, and 10 adult males. Everything above that is butchered. And then later on I tweaked that for various races to be like for turkeys. We might actually have them in our list now. No, we need to unpause a little bit. So there we go, back to auto to the thing. Okay, I'll get back to that later. It rolls through and auto watches. Or maybe I didn't start it. Haha. Obviously, I need to start it. Auto. Now I can't type. Auto butcher. Enable. Start. Love that there's no consistency in these things. The dfhack commands. So here we have, now we see our watched race list. It auto watches everything. So bird, turkey, it will keep all of these things. But then we can set a new target for bird, turkey. We will keep 10 kids of both sexes. We will keep 8 adult females and 2 adult males for bird, turkey. Now it'll automatically butcher everything outside of that. And interesting, we have water buffalo. So let's look at the actual fortress and the actual dwarfs and things, which is the most interesting part, obviously. Let us see. What do we have in animals? We have all the animals we bought, obviously, but our water buffalo, we have 2 water buffalo cows. So not getting lucky there with the breeding pair, but we could hopefully then trade for a water buffalo bull later on and get that going. For meat and leather, we have pigs, which is the ultimate animal. It lives underground, doesn't need any dirt or any food. It just exists because pigs are great like that. Not very realistic, but it is what it is. And we have 3 cats, one of which is male. We'll just flag him for gelding now, and once we have a what would that be? Farmer's workshop? That'll get done. But let's start designating some things to be done here. And then we can look at some dwarfs while they do this. That seems good. Oh, a little bit more trees. Ugly trees, go away. Then we do a wood stockpile about here, probably be good. Get that going. So now look at our people. Who are our people? We have the miner Zon and Zolan, carpenter Ral, our unassigned worker / mason, who is Zuglar, Sagzul, the hunter, and Cadol and Kogan, the farmer. Farmer, fell tree. Why are you felling tree? Oh, probably because the laborers hadn't updated yet. Did I click apply? I am fairly sure I did click apply in Dwarf Therapist. Yeah, I did. Interrupted by combat. What combat? I'm assuming he means the tree almost fell on him or something. Well, they're doing things. So that's good. Let's get going on making the fortress proper here. We'll go down and we'll go up downstairs and we'll just power down to something like 15 probably. Then we'll just do an upstairs there. Let the miners do that and we'll see what we hit. Yeah, well, it's very dwarf-like to fight a tree. So, stupid tree trying to kill me. We have struck things. Alright, so quite quickly we're into layers of stone. What is this grey boring stone here? Silith stone wall. Presumably the most used stone here. I'm going to quickly prospect to see. Microline is actually very big. But that is not a Silith clay, yeah. So Silith stone is one of the most populous stones we have. Unpause. What are we waiting for? Oh, there we go. All right. So, and there's sand, red sand, cool, clay. I think possibly on the clay layer here, we'll put in some farming. Start with that. Let's see, can we dig out, let's see, dig. We'll do a big square here. And then we'll open up the area around here a little bit, so we can put sort of a door in here. Maybe a big hallway. And then we go, well, we could go out here. Let's see, how would, I'm just gonna take that away and I'm gonna plan out my farms a little bit. So we're gonna do 3x4 farm plots. Well, that's kind of nice. Could we do one on each side, maybe? Or two on each side, sorry. Can't count, apparently. And we will open up the area around them. Or maybe, yeah, we can do this. So that would leave 2 spaces above, 2 spaces below. We could leave that wall in the middle there. So we have one on each side of this wall. And hopefully we don't hit rock in here. Miners go. Dig. Putting minerals on frequent and always ending up with lots of gold, but no iron. Yeah, that's fairly normal. Gold. Gold is everywhere. If you put minerals to frequent, this is a frequent or everywhere save. And I find that there's always gold. Regardless of where you embark, there's always gold. Gold in them dar hills. But iron, you gotta be careful looking for iron. So we can build a farm plot. One here. One here. Come on, farmer. There we go. And then we can get... Whoa! 2 like that. plot 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like that. And we have farm plots. So now I just gotta find my book. Where's my magic book? Oh, wrong book. There is book. Trying out the commands theory. There's not a lot of commands. At the rate I stream, there's no real use for commands. Let's see. Q. Farm plot. Farm plot 1. I don't have quarry bushes, so we should get that at some point. But for now, this will grow sweet pots. Then it should grow quarry bushes, which we don't have. And then it should grow quarry bushes, which we don't have. And then it should grow dimple cups. This next one should grow sweet pods. And then it should grow pigtails. And then more pigtails. And then eventually plum helmets. This next one should grow plum helmets, pigtails, more pigtails, and more plum helmets. And this last one grows quarry bushes, which we don't have. But then it grows cave wheat, and no, not dimple cups, plum helmets in this last season. There we go. All set up. Now we need somewhere to store all this crap. And then we do a little bit of a dig in here. Let's see. Will that be good? Double door into there. Yeah, that'll probably do. Little bit of a door in here, and we'll do a long little sort of seed storage area. A ton of plum helmets. Not bothering doing dimple cups and other types. He said pigtails. Yeah, previously I have done a lot of plum helmets. Never really bothered with any of the others except pigtails. But I thought I'd try out some variety this time just to see where it gets me. If I get anything, can make anything cool, because instead of just making dwarven wine, figured we could make some rum, an ale, and the other kind. What is it? It's rum, ale, beer from the cave wheat. If there's bees, we could try for mead, but I've always found the apiary things to be terrible. Hey, we have a follower. Phonix is now following. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Phony. So this, before I forget, is a pasture. Let's get the pigs inside. They will never see daylight again. Goodbye, pigs. And then we will set up a couple of things in here. One, oh, that works out nicely. 2, 3 little workshops here. All nicely. Well, they could have no doors, so that would work out. The name of the fort. The name of the fort was Swordwind, I believe. We will check that out again. Swordwind, yeah. which fits nicely with the naming of the world, which is the Windy Dimension. I didn't name any of them. I go for random all the time. And regarding to naming dwarves, I rarely name dwarves. Usually if I name dwarves, it's based on events. Someone does something incredibly stupid or heroic or both. They usually get a nickname, but it's not something I do often. I have done it before. I did a lot of naming previously in an offline type of game. I named dwarves after people I know. That became quite hilarious after a while. Work colleagues and the like. Let's see. Food stockpile. Food stockpile here. But we don't want anything. Except... well, oh, what is it here? Allow, permit, P, permit seeds. All the seeds can go in here. And in the kitchen, let's make sure we do not cook any of these seeds. Good. Whoa! We do have a lot of wood. I'll be busy hauling that in. Well, what we really should be having is... we'll do it all the way down here. Some workshops. Nah, I think I'll do my pretty standard thing. Where I go 1, 2, 3 like that. And then we have a stone stockpile behind there. And then we have a wood stockpile behind here. Like that. And then on this side will be craft dwarves. And on the other side will be carpenters. And on the top here will be masons. And we'll just to complete the look, we'll do a hallway, and we can put a gem cutter or something in there. Access from the top, because they usually block the sides. Can't remember which one. Okay, dwarves, diggy diggy hole. There we go. Get some gems and all the nice things. But really what we want first is to get the carpenter going. So he can start making some beds. And we will... well, we are fairly deep here, but if we go... like here is a river, there is a river. These are farms. 2 below the farms then. We'll have a little bit of an area here. Set that up. We'll put a door in there. Is that gonna be around about middle? No, not in any way. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Boring old square room. But this will serve as a barracks for now. No, not barracks, sorry. Dormitory. Where all dwarves can sleep. So setting up some workshops then, we would like in here a farmer's workshop. Where would that be? W. Farmer's workshop with Ooh, we have some slate, some mica. Not gonna make it out of wood, obviously, because that's dumb. It's only one of those, so it's gonna be slate. And we can get a butcher shop here as well. And the most important workshop of all, the still. Which we'll make out of mica, because maybe replace it later on with some blocks. We'll make this thing open up here. We'll have a few, or we'll have a food stockpile in there. We'll do this. And then we'll make the hallway go around here. We can put a secondary still on that end. This hallway can continue down here for, well, maybe not that long. I might want to do something down here later. Open that up. So there will be drinks and there will be food in the other one. There was a Wilhelm scream. Let's see, what was it? Yuri, thanks you for the follow. Okay, important task. Do we have a brewer? We do have a brewer. One of our farmers, I have 2 farmers. Sorry, you can't see because I keep forgetting to change. We have 2 farmers. One of them is set up to do quite a lot of things. That is why he's doing all the wood cutting, because he hasn't been made into a proper farmer. But he's actually not going to be the farmer, he's going to be the brewer. Also a very honorary title in my fortresses. He does nothing but brew. That's all he does. He brews and hauls things. That is all. So we'll go with that. And then extract from plants, brew drinks from plants. No, we don't have plants. That can be easily remedied by P, gather plants. Gather plants. Should set up some hotkeys, otherwise there's going to be way too many up and downs here. Let's see, F2. Farms. Zoom to here. Guests, maybe? Guests. This is, for now, we'll keep it as sort of the dormitory, but eventually this will turn into a tavern, be some temples and some public areas where guests can show up, and we'll have other temples and other taverns further down, which are citizens only. So zoom here. Then we go even further down. Here, and these are work shops. Zoom here. Yay, now we have it. So, to the workshops. Build, workshop. No, not wall grade. Workshop. Carpenter. No, not craft dwarfs. Carpenter. Here. Yeah, that's not going to block him. Make that out of slate. Here comes the carpenter. Makes himself a workshop. and he can start making barrels. You can do that forever. And we'll do workflow automation with dfhack. Yes, enable workflow constraints. Add a limit, barrels, any wood. I'll say 2 to 4. If we type in a correct range, that would work. 2 to 4. Now 0. Go make barrels. Miners are slowly digging out the stockpiles. We'll get there. Do we now have plants? Extract from plants. No, we do not have plants. Maybe we should prioritize the food stockpile a little bit so we can get all the things brought in here. Like, come here, dwarfs. These are more important things to dig. There we go, and this is clay, so it digs out super fast. Damp stone. Oh yeah, we're under the river. Don't care, dig it anyway. Dig this also. There we go. Food. Food can go in here. But let's see. No drinks. No seeds. The heck is that? Looks like a spider. Cave lobster. Oh, obviously. So now, plant. Why not? We have empty food storage item. Good. And then we need unrotten drink mat producing plant. Yep, one of them things. Let's see. Nobles. There's supposed to be new nobles and stuff in this, but I don't think they are appointed like this. I think they are sort of just elected and chosen. Because I know there's guilds and there's dungeon masters and all kinds of whatnots in this. Oh, this is going to be fairly annoying. Maybe we don't dig too far down there. Maybe we expand this way. And everyone is sleeping on the ground now, which is not conducive to good dwarf and mental health, but we'll get there. Let's have a look at some of these dwarfs. This is one of our miners, Zon. Zon, admire picks. Well, good work for you. You're a miner. She is various things. She is 66. Likes sphalerite, lead, wax opal, hyena leather. She has questionable spatial sense and an iffy sense for music, little patience, and lousy creativity. She has a very good feel for social relationships and good kinesthetic sense. Oh well, good for her. You, the other miner, lustrous glaze. Great ability to focus. Very slow to tire, tough and agile, but is really slow to heal. Okay, so you don't get hurt then. That would be brilliant. Another lady, I've been well. Okay, she is quick to heal, but she is weak and quick to tire. Meager ability for social relationships, poor focus, little patience. All right. The brewer then, also a lady. She was annoyed after sleeping in the grass. Yeah, we will get that done. I think I saw the miners digging out the dormitory. Let's see. Incredibly tough, but a little clumsy. And we have a dude, the unassigned worker, who's basically the hauling laborer of the fortress. He carries everything. He is romantically involved, and with Zaxul, Bear Cave. Bear Cave, what an excellent surname. He is a casual worshipper of Azan. Rarely sick, very strong, tough, and slow to tire. No negative effects. He has a lot of willpower. This seems like a fairly level-headed, down-to-earth kind of guy. Interesting. And then Zazgul, Bear Cave. She is romantically involved with Zuglar Portal Silver. She's incredibly tough, very agile. That's good for a hunter. Shortage of patience and poor memory. Well, maybe not good for a hunter, but she has good feel for social relationships and a feel for music. Very calm demeanor. Nice, nice. And our last lady. So there's 6 lady dwarfs and a guy. She is quick to heal, but she is very flimsy. Okay. She was annoyed after sleeping in the dirt. Annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. Yeah, we'll get all these things sorted. Calm down, dwarfs. Yeah, she also looks good. And here's the miners digging out the dormitory area. Dig faster. Well, we could preemptively, we probably made all the barrels we want now. Yeah, looks like it. We will make some beds. We will set up workflow for this as well. Add a limit bed of any wood. We will keep 2 to 4 of these around as well. I normally up that later on to be that so that there's at least 10 beds lying around. Because when I expand with more bedrooms, I usually build 10 at a time, and it's very annoying when you're putting in beds and they're like, oh no more beds. You have to wait for it to be made, and then you forget, and you never give beds, and the dwarfs get annoyed, and well, it's all a terrible disaster. So you guys who are loitering around out here, who are you? Straight turkey, no. The dwarf, the brewer, who is doing nothing, and the unassigned worker, who is doing nothing. Why are you doing nothing? I mean, there are things to harvest out here. Are they not set to gather? No, it's actually the farmer who does plant gather. Well, let's do a quick change of that. Now you two can gather as well, for the time being. Hopefully, we can then gather up some plant mat. Yay! Brew drinks from plant. Do this forever and ever and ever. Drink from any material. I would like you to have 50 to 75 drinks. Which is actually more than... we have more than 50, so maybe we'll up that. Let's keep it high. Something like 75 to 100 then. To get him brewing. And someone should come and dig this out at super high priority, because that's annoying. We want a place to put drinks. Block everything. Drinks. There we go. Yeah, just leave that barrel in the middle of the room. That's completely fine. We'll do a... well, now they don't really need to be super high priority, obviously, but we'll do a fishery there. But we want to give him a door in case he starts stinking up the place. And we don't have any fish dwarfs yet. But as soon as we get a migrant wave, one of them is bound to be a fisher dwarf, because there's always one. And we'll have him do some fishing, because there's clearly a lot of fish. Another thing we should focus on getting set up would be the mason's workshop. As a matter of fact, we dug out this... no, we haven't. There are 2 stupid squares here that we haven't dug out. But that looks like it completes the wood stockpile. So we'll get that put in there. And should we do a wood shoot? Wood shoot would be really effective. Is it gonna crash with anything else on its way up here? Yeah, it is, obviously, because I didn't plan for that. Okay. If we go all the way down here, and up here there's farms. But here, right next to this stairway, can I go all the way? No, there's a food stockpile in the way. I haven't made anything in there, so I could board it up. Maybe, yeah. Possibly, maybe. It would look cooler if it was in the middle then. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Dwarfs. I would like you to mine out this. Let's just get this on a high priority so we can get it done. We'll make this wood stockpile area a bit larger. We'll dig out that and we'll do an upsteer here. And then we will do a... oh, wait. Trouble, maybe, possibly. What do I hit when I actually breach the surface up here? I'm on the other side of the river. That is not fun. Could we do it on this side then? Yeah, we could. We'll do it on that side then. Like that. So it'll be here. Dig out this room. We'll make this space like that, and we'll do upstairs here. And then we will do up downstairs here, all the way to the top. There we go. And then we will do a downstairs here. We're going to board that up afterwards, but for now, it'll be good. Just like that. Have they started digging here? No, they haven't. Oh, and we can lower the priority again. Like that. So that'll be our wood chute. Which would mean I need you to make me a minecart. Okay, just one. That'll do for now. We want to keep those around in a stockpile later on, but for now, it'll do. Dig, dig, dwarfs. So the wood stockpile up here is full. We'll have to get rid of that. You can go away. There's no stockpile here now, right? Good. We should set up a grazing area up here. Let's put the dogs and the cats in here, not the boars. And the water buffaloes can go in here. The turkeys should actually live down here. We could do that here maybe. If we leave room for a hallway there. We make a little room here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That'll be room for our turkeys. We'll put some nest boxes in there. They'll start reproducing. It's all gonna be good. And we should update DFhack to, let's see, auto butcher list. Target 10 10 10 8 2 pig. Okay, that's good. Yes, and our shaft has nearly been built. Oh, we need to get the mason's workshop up so we can make some stone doors and hatch covers. But for now, I think we can start carving out the rest of this. There we go. Don't fall down and kill yourself for some stupid thing like that. And we will build a track stop, which will dump north on arrival. Obviously of stone. There we go.
The season is summer.
The season is summer. And we're saving. Why does saving always take forever? Da, da, do, 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 do. Come on. Oh, come on. Do, 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 do. Damn, this takes... I feel this part actually gets worse and worse for each version of Dwarf Fortress. The auto-saving, it just... More. Save more. Oh, do we have space for Mason Workshop? Yes, we do. Mason. That's gonna be a mason. Build it out of mica. And he can start churning out rock blocks for us. And rock doors and rock hatch covers. And all the other delicious rock bits that we need. I'm going to go into Dwarf Therapist and stop our farmer, or no, not our farmer, but our unassigned worker, who is technically the mason and the brewer, from harvesting plants anymore. So now we have the job set up, so I'm not too concerned. Take care of which workshops I put in. Yeah, I know. There are a few terrible ones, like, well, most of them you can actually access from all sides, since most dwarves, since all dwarves can move sideways or diagonally. So if I were to put in like the forge, we see the two green X's who are slightly different green. You can't walk on these, but if I were to put that here, they can still get in and out. They'll just move diagonally. I have trapped, typically the one that gets me is the gem cutter, the jeweler's workshop, because he has this wall on one side. And if I were to put that here, right, he wouldn't get in. And I have trapped jewelers like that before. And I didn't notice until he died. The Bower's workshop is also a problem. Yeah, probably. That's a workshop I never built. I never build the bowier's shop. I always go crossbows. Just because I don't like bows. Yeah, it has on the other wall, yeah. So it would fit in here, but I'm not going to build that. I go crossbows all the time. Metal crossbows, it's the thing. Other than that, I don't know why I don't build bow ears. It's just sort of bows. It's so elf-like. You wouldn't want that. And then we have Masonry is ready to work. Ready to work. Make me a door and a floor gate. Floor gate. Hatch covers, what it's called. Floor gate. For moody dwarfs, yeah. I don't think I've ever had a strange dwarf wanting a Bowier's workshop. That's actually a good point, but I don't think I've ever seen that. Assuming it can happen, but it's never happened to me. Is this hole ready? Hole is ready. Good. In that case, we will get... Oh no, we need door first, but we can set up the stockpile. Tiny stockpile here, please, for wood. And we'll give to this. No. How did I do this? We'll take from anywhere. Yeah, it can do that. I have to disable it or something, isn't it? Is that what I do? I don't remember now. There's something I do here, but I can't remember. No, I put the stockpile down below. Ah, I see. I remember. I remember now. But we'll have to wait for the door so we don't kill any dwarfs. And also the hatch covers. So we have a wood stockpile here. And this will... Actually, we should probably get rid of this. And then we make it again. To fill this entire space. And I can't remember now if I did used to have a stockpile at the bottom of that shaft. So I wonder if that's sort of... I think that makes them not move it. Well, he keeps coming up and down there, but... We'll see. We'll see. Door. Place door. Here's the door. Put that there. And we should... Let's see, can we get a spot out here where we can just dump some stone? Dump. Then we set designations to... It's been a while. Where the heck do I set dump? Remove toggles, toggle engraving. DB, yeah, thank you, Brain. Thanks, Brain. You woke up eventually. Dump all these things. Get it out of here. Yeah, I know. Take that stone away. It's blocking the site. Let's unsuspend that so he can come and build it. Come on. We probably also have the hatch cover, so floor hatch. Across this. Migrants. No. That was long-winded. let's check it out in Dwarf Therapist. Sort our new guys by migration wave. Read the dwarfs. Ooh, fairly big wave. 8 people, but that's 3 kids. Told you there's going to be a fish dwarf. There's also a butcher, a adequate presser, and an adequate soaper. All fairly useless, but they are now unassigned workers. Welcome to the fort, guys, except you, who had some limited skill in fishing. Be the fish dwarf. Then we sort by profession, and now stuff's gonna start to happen, because now we have 8 haulers slash stoneworkers. Or I say 8, but 3 of them are kids, so they're just going to be good-for-nothing kids for a while. How old are they? You are 10 months, 8 years, so yeah, so 4 more years, I think, until you can work. A couple more for you. Okay. Well, welcome to the fort, friends. Did you bring any animals that now need pasturing? Does not look like it. But they might not have appeared on the map yet. So we'll take a look shortly and see. Maybe we should set that as an actual pasture as well, not just make it an area. There we go. Get the turkeys in there. And in here, whoa, make beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of beds. That's going to resume the production for beds. And dump. There's a stone there. Make it go away. What are you waiting for? Make it go away. Someone, please. That's the final bit for this wood chute to be complete. We can, in fact, already lock this hatch so no one can climb down it and be stupid. And if someone could just come and remove that stone, that would be brilliant. Not that it really matters, but just to sort of clear it up completely. See, I don't think there's supposed to be a stockpile there the way I had it. Stone. Can start working on this as well. We don't want metal in here, but you can put pretty much everything else in there. Alright, stupid stone just gonna have to be there then. We'll lock that. And then, if I can remember how the heck I made routes and stuff. Let's see, is it hauling? New route. Let's name it Wood Chute. New stop. This stop. Define this stop. We don't care anything. Set the desired items. Enable wood to be put into this. Stockpile link. This. Select stockpile. P. Take from wood stockpile 6. Yeah, good. And then just go back and... Is it here? Stone floor. There's... What? Is it V? Yeah, it was V. It's annoying. It was one of these that sort of hid this. So, assign a vehicle. There we go. Someone will come and bring that for us then. And then they can start dumping wood down that hole. And we can unlock the door occasionally to make them do that. The only thing we need to remember is that we have to turn off, or actually change the dumping direction of this before we open the door. Otherwise they're going to get wood in the head. There's nothing more to catch. I don't believe you, but you just keep saying that. This waterfall is fascinating. It sort of runs... I don't think it's supposed to be doing this, but it's kind of cool. How big's the drop here? So here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sea levels. That's fairly good. We can reroute this river to pull some water off here and pump it out here. And we maybe set up some water wheels and get some power going at some point. Do we have wood? No, we do not have wood there. Is that because they're all trying to fill... Did we do this correctly? Take from wood stockpile 6. Guessing someone's just not come and done it yet. Oh, and our migrants. Did they actually make it in? Not seeing any migrants, just sort of hanging about in corners. So presumably they did. You can be a little bit caught out by that sometimes when you have this type of embark where you have rivers all over the place. Then you might need to build some bridges to make passages for your dwarfs. I mean, we could make a bridge. Build. Let's have it raised to that way, yeah. Just make it out of wood. It's fine. That links up that to that. And then we build another bridge. Yeah, we can't really access this side. We'll get that bridge built. Hopefully there's going to be some... Hopefully we don't have migrants caught on this side. Standing around doing nothing. At least I can't see any. What are these? Wolves. Let's hope they don't come and eat us. Well, let's get some bridges built just to make life better. And we'll get some blocks made. Block, any rock. I want a lot of blocks. Yeah. And then I want a block stockpile up here. Not any block, obviously. We do not want metal. Just stone blocks. Can come up here. And, oh, trade depot. Frightfully important. We'll want to have it underground eventually, but for now, I guess we'll just make it out of wood and put it here. Just so we don't miss any trade caravans coming by. Not that we have anything to trade. Build. We'll get some more masons workshops set up here, and we will get craft dwarfs workshops set up here. That's still passable, yeah. And we'll get some more carpenters set up here. Maybe we should get a... Let's see. We'll get one of these to do that. Can you make some bins? Bin. There it is. Bin of any wood. 2 to 4. And we will make a room. We'll make it bigger. Just because I tend to forget and it fills up with stuff. The point being, in here, we will have a gem stockpile. Or 2, actually. We'll have one for rough gems, one for cut gems. Not that we have a jewel crafter, but it'll give the dwarves somewhere to put rough gems, so they're not lying around in our wood and stone stockpile. Because that's annoying. And before I forget, I think we will put a couple of workshops in here. These will be wood burners, because they're close to the wood. And then we can do coal storage there. And if we do this, will that work? We'll go like this. So if these 3 are the metal forges, and we say these 3, come on, or maybe not, maybe we'll do them over here. Yeah, that one makes more sense. Let's just get rid of these. We don't need you. We could do smelters in here. Because then they would get coal from the wood burners. Oops, not there. These would get coal from the wood burners who are down here. We could put the coal storage here, actually. We'll make a door in either end, I think. Something like that. So wood is stored here. Wood burners are here. They will store their charcoal in here. Smelters will be in here, which would mean this area will probably make this really big. Would be for metal ores. This will be a stockpile for metal bars, and these will be the metal workers. Sounds good to me. Probably not the most efficient layout in the world, but it's better than nothing. Have we started dumping things into that? No, we have not. Why have we not? We've built a bridge. Can we build this bridge now? We can, and we will make it there and make it raise this way. What? Why did you... What? Don't know. One more. This way. 5 needed. Yeah? I know you need 5. What? Why is it doing that? I'm confused. Build. Bridge. No, not floor grate. Build bridge. It's obviously possible to access the wood now. Like that. Okay. Didn't like the willow logs for some reason. I don't know. Doesn't feel like there are more people here. Oh no, there's kids here. I can see kids. So the migrants have made it. And we have bedroom. Let's get a requires masonry. Yeah, I know masonry. Don't want to make a wood door. This looks like it's done. No. Just didn't flash. Oh well. Stockpiles. For gems. We will do rough gems go up here. And we will do cut gems go down here. There we go. And you make bins. Let's sort of spread the load a little bit. You can also make wheelbarrows. Two to 4. Make it happen. Slowly but surely, they're digging things. And yeah. We have blocks coming out. We should really start working on a wall. Box select wall, please. Mica blocks, slate blocks. That's how far that took us, but we'll make more as the wall goes on. Oh, did someone put wood into that minecart? Just looked like it. I'm feeling there's something wrong with this route. Define this stop. Take wood stockpile. The desired items are wood. You don't need a depart condition. You're just supposed to immediately dump that stuff out of there. Guessing they're just too busy or something. This will take from anywhere. Gives to any pile or workshop. This has worked well in the past, but it's not doing it right now for some reason. It might just be that the dwarves are too busy. They're doing other things. They're not bothering hauling wood. Because really they should be gathering up those 6 pieces of wood that they have there. And they should be dumping them in here. This is locked. There's not a weird infinite supply of things down here. Claim this. Let's not dump it. Strange. I don't know why they're not making it, but they're not making it. Slate box, put them in there. Bowyer workshops aren't bad for for crossbows, bone bolts, for wood crossbows. Ooh, masons have been completed. Good. Make me a door. Actually, make me infinite doors until I don't want doors anymore. 2, 2, 4. Perhaps we make a little bit of an area over here for rock furniture. Maybe it's time we appoint some people. You are a competent persuader, an adequate appraiser, our bookkeeper, and our manager. And we'll get some furniture going for those so we can get the offices set up, which will be good. Then we can get some accurate counts for Swordwind the Fortress. Maybe we should update the stream title to say something about that. Dwarfen in the Fortress of Sword Wind. Did that do something? Refresh. Yep. Good. Slowly but surely things are being built. Build, not workshops, it's called furnaces, wood furnaces. And then, no, we don't have space for smelters yet. Place a door here. Get one of these to make thrones. Can do that forever as well. 2 to 4 of those. You make doors. You make blocks. So you're going to be doing blocks most of the times. You can alternate between doors and... No, not... Well, doors and... tables. Whichever is needed. 2 to 4. Go get going with that. Could really do with some more dwarfs. 15 dwarfs now. Let's see. The bookkeeper. You keep all counts accurate. So hopefully they are making doors and they're making thrones and tables for us now. We'll get a little office set up here for our manager. Could do... Well, we'll have to carve out the room as well. Could do a little office over there for the bookkeeper. So they are close to the working force. Carving away. Let's see. Build. Needs table. Chair. We have chair. Mica throne. Someone will come put that in there. And all the while we can continue building the wall. Yeah, we'll go to there. Slate blocks. Mica blocks. It's good. We'll leave a 3 wide gap for the drawbridge, which will be there eventually. And we will do... Maybe not straight into that tree. I don't think we have enough blocks to go all the way out here. No, we have 2. I'm building downstairs. No, cancel that. That's... Thank you, go away. Well, we didn't have enough blocks anyway, but we'll get them to do something there. And we will move... all of the animals over here that we currently have pastured over there. We will also make this a gather zone, so you can pick anything that grows out here. Then again, is that only a farmer job? It's plant gatherer. I'll make my unassigned people also be plant gatherers so they can do some work outside. A bull calf. Yeah, so now there's some... Ooh. There did come, yeah. There was some animals with the migrants, apparently. A bull calf, which I presume is just sort of a cow, a normal cow, or a male cow. Calf. But more importantly, we got a water buffalo calf, who is male. And we have 2 adult females. So when he grows up, he's going to have some chicks to head on. I'll just get rid of this zone. Cats and dogs can just sort of start running around. And early on, I set up a gelding of this cat. Has that been done? Why not? Because we don't have anyone who's set up for gelding, we will make our farmer do that, so he can geld that cat. There, that's set up. I'm doing things in Dwarf Therapist, unless you didn't get that. I'm not bothering to change over to Dwarf Therapist every time I do that, because it's just sort of in checking one box and going away. Stopping productions of rock chair. We can get a door put in here and a couple more beds. And just the simple act of telling it that there's going to be a door there, I think should limit this to this room. Yes. This is a dormitory for now. There's some nice galena, I presume, down here. It's gonna make a little hallway here. Just make a little oblong room here. Just to set up a generic temple, I think, to not any particular god, but to just anything. So dwarves can get their worship on by going in there. Blocks. Bauxite blocks. I'm gonna have a nice red wall. What, we were missing one piece. Build wall from slate. We will obviously have to block up this. Or ideally, it would be nice to have the river be inside of the fortress, but to make that happen, we would have to reroute this river up here temporarily so we can get down here, build some wall grates in here so that no one could swim underneath. Doable, but probably a little bit ambitious at this stage. So for now, I think we'll settle with sort of just extending the wall along the river to block ourselves as much as we can. primarily to protect against weird beasts, which can kill you instantly. What is that? Sponge Man. We have SpongeBob living in our river. Does kind of look like SpongeBob. It does. It does look like SpongeBob. That's funny. Ah, good. What else do we have around here? We have giant thrisps. What are giant thrisps? A huge monster in the form of a thrisp. I don't know what a thrisp is. His chitin is brown, his eyes are black. A giant sponge and a sponge man. Where's the giant sponge? Let's see. Zoom to. Here's the giant sponge. Okay, the giant sponge didn't look quite as interesting as SpongeBob over there. Just checking my phone for messages. Apparently no messages. Sorry, I'm got a little quiet. I'm just doing some off-stream maintenance. Kids are still awake, so they somehow need attention. Just talking to them on Facebook, which is the best way. Then I don't have to get up. There we go. That's taken care of. But there's probably going to be some more kid maintenance soon. So there is a little bit of a stream break coming up, 5 minutes or so. But we'll keep going for a little while longer before I take a short break to refill my glass and give some instructions to the kids. Slate blocks, bauxite blocks, siltstone blocks. Build bridge. That'll do. We'll go that way. Also needs to be made out of blocks. This will be mica. Because why not? All right, good. Honey bees. So we do actually have honey. We could technically then set up an apiary. Not that we have any dwarfs who are particularly good at it. But our farmer is set up to do it. He has absolutely no experience doing it. I think we'll hold off on that. The bee's not going to go anywhere unless there's a flaming titan or something, knock on wood, who pops by and tries to murder us. And we're in autosave mode, so I think with autosave hitting us like that, it might be as good a time as any to take a 5-minute break just to give some instructions to the kids, get a drink, take a piss. So I will do that, and I will be right back with you. All right. Welcome back. Or presumably you never went anywhere, but I did. I'm back. Having taken a quick drinks break, telling kids to go to bed, keep quiet so that I can stream, and grab another drink. And the autosave has completed successfully. The wall is steadily being built. And we should probably get rid of some more trees. I mean, we don't like trees, especially not this close to the wall. Go away, trees. Someone take care of that. And I wish our wood chute would start working, because then we would get rid of all of these stupid trees. I mean, it looks like it's doing something, but then again, it's not. It looks like there's someone who just sort of walks by and puts wood there, but it seems to be disappearing. Here's a guy. He's hauling wood. Okay, no, he went down. You're hauling some more wood. Took it all the way down. Why won't you haul wood to this minecart? This stockpile is good. What if I was to say that this stockpile we'll take from links only? Are we going to change our hauling priorities now? Doesn't seem like it. I don't know what's wrong with that. They should be pulling wood into that minecart and just sort of dumping it down the hole now, but for some reason they don't want to. Dump north on arrival. Could you please? Is there a particular labor that needs to be activated for them to put stuff in minecarts? This wood minecart is assigned. I mean, obviously it is here. This takes from the wood stockpile wood. Toggle take or give. Give to, take from. Doesn't need any depart condition because we don't want it to. Just gonna check in Dwarf Therapist. Push/haul vehicle. That is something that any unassigned dwarf can do. So, why aren't they doing it? That's annoying. We're just gonna sit here and look at this wood for a while. What texture pack this is? I don't know. Phobius, 16 pixels. It's the default one out of the Lazy New pack. I never changed it the first time I did, and I just gotten used to it, so it's what I play. Oh, they've moved wood. I wasn't paying attention, and someone has moved wood out of that stockpile. And they're putting wood into the stockpile. Is someone going to come and move some wood for me? So we can see this happening. Yeah, you're putting some more wood in. Not helpful. It's full now. Come on. Cat has given birth. God damn it. How did that stupid cat got to him? Can I geld the kitten? Let's hope I can. Come on, someone come and move wood while I look at it. Yeah, there we go. He's putting wood into the hole. Yay! And if we go down here, now there is a ton of wood. Yay! Alright. So wood should now be moved in more efficiently. And we should... The outpost liaison has arrived. Okay. Earlier than I expected, but sure, good enough. We need a mechanic. Where should we put him? He's gonna make stuff out of rocks. Rocks are stored here. Well, presumably, maybe we'll build that out a little bit. Get a mechanic set up in here. I don't think I'll dig that out, because then they'll mess that up and not be in... They would dig all this first and then this, which we don't want. We don't really have anything to trade. Maybe except rough gems. And some drinks, perhaps. Let's see, can we build a table now? Not over there. Here, please. We'll get a table put in here, and a chair put in here, and a door put in here. And I believe it's this chair that will make this an office. Wait, Q. Remove this building. No. Assign chair. Is it the table that makes the office? I thought it was the chair that made the office and the table that made the dining room. Resize room. Assign this chair to... It is one of our miners. Auto allocate to our manager. That is fine. Does our manager now have what he needs? Meager office? He has a meager office. Good. Zevon Kilrudrickery is here to talk. Cauldron Drinker. Let's discuss the situation. There is much to share. Information has been added to civilization. We'll look at that afterwards. Do we have any requests? I think leather would be something we could ask for initially. Lion leather. It's probably going to be fairly expensive. Sheep leather, goat leather. don't know if there's any difference. Well, if you have, we'll take some lion leather. Just because, why wouldn't you? We'll get some silk, just because. And we will get... seeds, garden vegetables, quarry bushes. Where can we get plants? Plump helmets. They don't have quarry bushes. Okay. We have a bull, so I guess we could ask for a cow. Not like that. Cow. Not very important. Sure, that's gonna be good. So you want... No, not this is what I want. Okay, so it's gonna lion leather is going to be fairly expensive the next year then, when they bring it. And the export agreement, they want crossbows. They're fairly hyped on crossbows. Maybe we'll make a bowyer's shop then and make wooden crossbows. They're also going to be very interested in prepared meals and backpacks. It's fairly high up there. But crossbows seems to be a big thing. May our rise and fall together. Yep, they will. We can get... request the trader... let's see, what do we have? Well, we have a lot of stone blocks. We have one of those. See if they want some stone. Why don't we have any... They don't want rough gems, I presume. Tools. Oh, we have some wheelbarrows. Be interested in those. And a chestnut minecart. Well, no, not. Let's not take the minecart. It's in use. Logs, iron anvil. We need those. We have some wine. And some rum. And some beer. And some fish. Not that it's gonna fetch the most exciting thing or the most best prices. Just, oh. Suddenly I've just thought, have I forgotten to unmute myself? No, I have not. Assume someone would have said something if I was just panning around and you didn't hear anything, so. Alright, so the major part of the wall has been built. We should start building up this annoying part in the back here. I'll start at the top. Like this. There we go. Wall from here to here. Go. Wall from here to there. Go. And one. And another one. Wow, we have a lot of mica blocks. That's good. We're gonna run out now. But we have bauxite blocks and slate blocks. We'll go slate. since we had the most of them. Like this. Or not like that. I'll have to get rid of this for now. Otherwise, they're not going to build it. So I'll give them something to do for a while. The trader isn't here yet, so we will give him a moment. Hopefully our room has been made down here. We can assign this to our other miner, who is the bookkeeper. That should soon give us accurate trades. Theodore, thank you for the follow. We can probably queue up the workshops here as well. I don't think we have enough, or we don't have all the things to make them, but it'll get there eventually. So for this, we need smelters. They will be in here. And then for the workshop, we will want the metalsmith's forge in here. We only have the one anvil right now, so we will have to wait until we have iron before we can get that going. So we'll get rid of all of this. Only metal ores going there. And then we have a bar block stockpile. No other materials, just metal. And we wanted a mechanic, not leatherworks, a mechanic, that is T. Because you know there's a T in mechanic. Put that in there. So we can get some mechanisms going and put up a lever. And it was under the farm somewhere, right? No, it was down here. Okay. This will be a zone. Activity zone. Wouldn't that, yeah, no, it would be like that. It's I, and then meeting, assigned to a location, add location, temple, to no specific deity. And then it's the Messianic flyer. Sure, whatever. That place. We now have a place. And our trader's here. Alright, so not worth a whole lot. The most expensive thing we have are well-crafted wheelbarrows, actually. What does our good friend the trader here have? He has some leather. That's good. We can buy this. It costs 90. We'll get a couple of these. Maybe we'll do some... You also have iron anvils. I'm not really... I don't really need the iron anvils right now. I have the one we brought, which we have prepared to be put into the metal worker's forge. even though we have no metal workers yet, but it's there until we get one who can then come and complete that. There's a lot of cheese. I don't think we have anything that can be milked. No. Oh, the water buffalo cows might be able to be milked. We should make some buckets. And we have pigtail threads. We can make all of these things. It's just we haven't set up the industry for it. Misconceptions about laws. Copy. That seems good. We'll search. We have a sweet pod seed bag and a caveweed seed bag, so nothing interesting really. I don't think we're going to trade anything. Well, maybe. Nah, I don't think we're going to trade anything. We're not really sort of desperate enough to get anything yet. And we don't really have anything good to trade. But we were talking about making some things. Let's see. If we were to dig out a thing here, and we'll let our hallway go out here and continue downward a little bit. We'll open that up, do this. I think the hallway would continue over here, so we could put more wood-related things here if need be. Not that I think we really need it, so we can open this up and do 2 of these. Actually, 3 of these. Join them together, make a hole there. Like that. So we will put in here a bowyer, which I've never built, but we'll have one this time. And in there we will, bowyer, and he can make bolts or arrows or whatever the bowyer makes. Wooden things would go in here. Craft dwarfs make wooden bolts, don't they? Yeah, but they would go in here along with other wood stuff. But we will make wood crossbows, which I do believe are not made here. Doesn't seem like it, and they are not made here. I've never made a wood crossbow ever. But it's obviously not in either of those, so then presumably in the bowyer's shop. And we now have a manager, so we can do this and ask for mechanisms. 5 of those, please. And we could also make some rock goblets. Or wood goblets. Wood mugs. Don't know what they call the wooden variety. No metal, any quality. Just stone and clay furniture can go in there, please. And we will make this room be the wood furniture. So beds, bins, barrels, other bee-related things that are made of wood will go in there. No, there's no one assigned to jewel crafting just yet. Some mechanisms are being made. This is the temple. So I think that will be the tavern for now. We'll get some more beds put in here. Not there. Needs bed. Yeah. I think it's about time actually we change that bed job. I would like 8 to 10 beds lying around, yeah? Our miners are getting pretty good. I'm just going to quickly read that out in Dwarf Fortress. No, Dwarf Therapist. We have Grandmaster Miner and Legendary Miner. Which is basically all they do, so. And now we can dig out this over here. How's the wood situation? Still not an awful lot of wood hauling happening up here. I would have liked to see more. But it's better than nothing. And we can get the wall going again. We will do down here. To there. Wall ourselves up from SpongeBob. Need some more blocks. Mica seems like a good block. And we'll do all of that wall. We don't have enough blocks. Oh well. We'll do more later then. Do we have milk animal? Sure, do that forever. Also make cheese forever. Share animals and spin thread. Process a plant. That I believe would process. What is it? It would mean pigtails would get turned into thread. Sweet pods would get turned into syrup. Sure, just do that forever. If a dwarf can't milk animals, that might create negative thoughts for items that cannot be fetched. It could. Like the farmer, right now, the farmer tried to milk something, didn't have a bucket. So we'll have to set up a job for creating buckets to keep 2 to 4 buckets lying around. Has he been annoyed by this? Or she, sorry, she. She was annoyed Dwelling upon having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. Yeah, we need to get stuff done with that. Lack of chairs. Yeah. Tavern would be the next thing. Doesn't seem to have affected her very negatively. That she couldn't milk that. And with... I don't know if this is base Dwarf Fortress or if it's a DF hack thing. But now that has suspended the milk animal job because there's no bucket. Because I didn't set any limit on it, so it's not going to keep unsuspending it. Let's get a door in here. I'll just stop by it regularly and just sort of unsuspend. And it'll do a lot of milking of all the things that can be milked. Now we have accurate counts as well. We can see we have a few things. Bedrooms. Beds built. Beds 19. There's one bedroom. 14. So just one more bed and everyone has a bed. Is that what you're saying? Looks good. We'll keep an eye on the negative thoughts if the whole bed situation gets out of hand. This place can make buckets. Bucket of any wood. 2 to 4 of those lying around. Would be pretty sweet. You make thrones. I think we want more of those. I think we'll say 6 to 8. And tables. Also 6 to 8 because they match each other like that. Doors, not so much. And we should get a place for finished goods as well. It's time to make the workshop that we've never done, which is, now that I think about it, not going to work there, but because it blocks up all of that, which is access to, well, we could do, put her over here then, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. Dig here. Doesn't need a door there. They're never going to use that door anyway. So now I don't know what we should put in here, but this, I would say, would be a goods stockpile. Finished goods, but not stone or metal or gem. And not everything else, but just wood. Wood things can go in here. And you should... Can we make wooden cups? Goblets? No, doesn't look like it, but no, that's probably a craft dwarfs thing. Make a wood cup. Goblet of any wood. Keep 8 to 10 of those around. That'll make the dwarfs a little bit happier for the time being. We will obviously replace them later on with fancy metal ones. A lot of tetrahedrite and galena and stuff around here, I think, so Make them out of lead. It's good to have a little lead in your diet when you're a dwarf. We also have sand, which is a pain in the ass to make. But we could make glass goblets. Those would be pretty sweet. Our rock mechanisms have been completed. Good. I think... Here we are. You're just now starting to dig out the tavern. That's annoying. Can you dig faster, please? So this is 2 floors up from the workshops. We have a tavern and a temple. And up here we have the dormitory, which is just underneath the farms. Or 2 sea levels underneath the farm, actually. And then there they go. Goodbye, dwarves. See you next year. Still an awful lot of wood lying around up here. But there's... Someone's usually by here dumping some wood down the hole. Stacking up in a pile down here. Not as much as you'd think. Ooh, migrants. We will go look at our migrants shortly. Just wanted to see how we're getting along down here. They're digging out the furniture stockpile for our wood. Get that taken care of. There we go. Finally get a stockpile up for this. It makes it so much easier to see what you actually have. Wood. Because now we can see all the beds and all the bins and barrels and stuff being laid out in that room. Hopefully we have someone now who is a half-decent carpenter or bowyer. And someone has brought sheep and goats. This is terrific. We will look in Dwarf Therapist and see. Migration wave. We have 8 new migrants this year or this season as well. Only 1 kid this time. What do we have? Someone who is good at fish dissecting? Yeah. Did I ever set up the fisher workshop? I'm just gonna quickly check that. No, I did not. So that is something we'll have to do. Because we have a fisher, but no dissection shop. And what do we have here? Cheese making. You're good at cheese making. You're good at milking things. You're also good at soaping and fish dissecting. So another milker. Jeez, what's with all the milkers? Sharing. Dyeing. Milling and soaping. Gelding. Good. And wood cutting. Alright, I'll say you are a secondary carpenter now. Maybe not the best use of your skill, but whatever. Oh, and we need to change this to include plant gathering, so you can actually go and gather random plants from the surface. And you don't have any particular skill, so you're just an unassigned worker baby. How much of a baby are you? 8 years? Yeah, so a few more years until you can do stuff. processing and gathering, as well as shearing and dyeing. Go to farmers any, I guess. So some milling and some milking. Can we get maybe another farmer? Not sure. Could do with just more unassigned workers to haul stuff around. If we do these, and then we do all of you other guys, which I should have done originally, I just set everyone to an unassigned worker, so I don't forget anyone. And then we go back to your professions, and we have a lot of unassigned workers now, including some babies. We have a fish dwarf. Yeah. No one who's really more gooder at brewing, no. Milker, cheese maker. Okay, you could make Bombrek here into a farmer. He's not really good at it. We don't have anyone actually set to cheese making. So we can just sort of say, you can do some cheese making. Let's see. We'll let these two unassigned dwarves do some fish dissection. Since they're not really good at that or since they're better than him at that anyway, I know it's not major difference, but yeah, you're good at masonry. Probably, yeah, you've been here from the start. So you've been doing a lot of masonry. And then we need someone to do bowing things. I'd say the carpenters could do that. Maybe we add another carpenter, someone who has absolutely no skill. Wow, you do have absolutely no skill. You're the most generic dwarf ever made, aren't you? You're not good at anything. She has, within the last season, she felt grouchy when being caught in the rain, sadness from being separated by a loved one, twice. Doesn't have a great aesthetic sensitivity, doesn't see cooperation as valuable, values hard work, doesn't see the attainment of knowledge as important, respects commerce, and dreams of raising a family. Your top dwarf is a mace dwarf, observer, or armor user. Well, no. We're going to train you to become a carpenter. And all carpenters will make bows, or crossbow making. What did it... It says crossbow making. Bowier. Back to the fort. No. From here. Build. Workshops. Fishery. Here. Make it out of bauxite. It'll look red always. Build. Door. Very important. So we don't want the stink to come and get us. And we need a place to put our stinky things. For a stockpile for refuse. Let's do that up here where no one ever walks except to gather all that wood. You can do stinky bits up here, yeah. And we need, oops, anything that needs to be in here that is currently not pastured, and anything that is grazing. Can go in there. Resuming the production of rock door. Yeah, that's good. Now we need more beds, probably. 23. One bed. Bed, bed, bed. Bed, bed, bed. Bed, bed, bed. Now we have 5, 10, 15, 20. Needs bed. 21. So we'll get 5 more beds in here, and that should be enough for the dormitory. So everyone will have a bed. They obviously would like to have their own bed, but we can't all get what we want. Cat has given birth. That damn cat! Where are all of these cats getting all of their cat babies? Male kitten, he is neutered. More kittens. Why can't I geld the kittens? I could geld this other kitten. I apparently can't geld these kittens. Are they not real kittens yet? Let's try it again. Oh, they're girl kittens. Jesus. So we have... Yeah, we're gelding all the kittens. Making sure we get everything. Yeah, good. We do not want a cat explosion. It's terribly bad for frame rate. Like, are we growing anything here? No seeds. No seeds. No seeds. Okay. Oh, we have to process these things. We need a quern. Make a choir? No. Make a quern, right? Isn't that what it's called? Or is it a mill? Construct a rock millstone. Quern is the powered millstone, I believe. Or is it the other way around? Rock quern. I think the rock quern is what we want. That's the hand-operated kind. Because you have to process some plants to get seeds out of them. Stuff like... Where's my book? Stuff like sweet pods, cave wheat, I believe we would have to process, even though that makes flour. Stop production of wood goblets. What's our farmer doing? He is processing plants. Can I tell what he is processing right now? He is rope reed thread. Where the heck did you get rope reed? He is processing some pigtails, making some pigtail thread. This is good news. Maybe we should open up here. We'll open up there, I think. One rock quern has been completed. That is good. Can we construct this quern? Build. It's a workshop, isn't it? Quern. Needs quern. Yeah, it hasn't been moved to the correct stockpile yet. We'll open up around here. We'll come in here and we will have a couple of workshops set up here. Just open straight up into that. A little bit of a stockpile behind them. So what would we have here? We would have, I'd say, tanner and leatherworker. And then we could have tanned hides in here and leather. Go over here and make a couple of little rooms here. So we will have the loom here. Let's see, what are the clothes making industry things? Workshop. We will have a loom and a clothier. And that's basically it, isn't it? We'll have a tanner and lead worker. We have a loom and a clothier. And the farmer does all the sharing. Yeah, I think that's it. Could have a dyer's shop. Oh, let's just mine out this, not that, and not this, and we will have not like that. This. We'll have a cloth stockpile in there and clothing stockpile in there. And if this is the leather worker, then I'll say we'll open this up and do his stockpile in there. Like that. And we'll open this up and put a door in there. Yeah. Diggy, diggy hole. How is this tower of wood doing? Better. Now we see we have some buckets. We have some wheelbarrows. We have beds lying around. It's getting good. Bed there, there. Bed there, there. Bed there, there. Now we have lots of beds. And we will continue on our wall. Mica blocks. Good. Now we can start completing some of these corners. 2, 3, 2, 3. Still mica blocks. Still have blocks. Gotta be careful doing this, because like now I'm suddenly out of blocks. I have to change this block. This block. 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 Block, block, block. Block, block. There we go, and they'll build up all of that for us. And eventually we will get rid of all of this stupid wood that's lying around here as well. And since the wall is down here, we might as well finish it around here. But we'll hold off a little bit of doing that. Just because we have struck hematite. Where are we striking hematite? In here. Ah, we're building here. Build a workshop. A leather works. Supposed to be there, so not there. Tanner then. Out of siltstone, yeah, that's fine. If we go up one, we can build that quern. We'll put up here, slate quern. There we go. Still processing plants. What are you processing? A lot of pigtail seeds in here. I guess that is a byproduct of processing that into thread. Will give us seed. So does that mean that if we process... Let's see, if we were to process the sweet pod into syrup, would that give us more sweet pod seeds? We can look now if we just go in here and search. Go into the enhanced view and search for C. We have a sweet pod seeds bag. We have strawberry seeds and asparagus. Quinoa. Oh, that's nice. We could do some above ground crop. We have 18 pigtail seeds and 2 rope reed seeds, which is good. That means we... Whoop, alarm on my phone. That means we could... get rope reed growing overground and some strawberries seeded. And I don't think this means we have seed. It's a sweet pod seeds bag made out of pigtail. That means it's a bag for sweet pod seeds, but there are none in it. Like this quinoa seeds bag. Can I go to it? Shift set. Seed barrel. There's a seed barrel which contains a bag. Wait, what? So this is a barrel made out of tower cap. which contains a bag from orangutan leather, which has plump helmet spawns in it. And then there's just some loose plump helmet spawn outside of that. And then we have a dimple cup spawn bag, and we have dimple cup spawn. And then we have a quinoa seed bag and quinoa seeds. And then we have a sweet pod seed bag, and we have sweet pod seeds. Okay. Interesting. Could we see that better if we went into this? Yeah, here we can totally see it. We have 6 sweet pod seeds. We have pigtail seeds. We have dimple cup spawns, ropeweed seeds, and quinoa. Oh. So now, but what we don't have is cave wheat. But we had cave wheat when we embarked. So cave wheat could be brewed into beer, which we are presumably doing. It can be milled into flour. Hey, moody dwarf. Mason's workshop. Oh, please make something good. Let's see what he does. Getting some stone. Make an epic door or a table. Mysterious construction. What did you take? You took some mica and some slate. Prepare for the most boring artifact ever. Or a bed. An artifact bed. That's also delicious, but maybe not so convenient as a door or a table or a chair. A door would be epic because we would put that door into the tavern. I mean, all the dwarves who walk through it were like, oh, amazing door. And they'd be happy. Give them positive thoughts from having to walk through the legendary door of doors. What are these? Water buffalo bull and cow. Presumably not mine. They have fallen in the waterfall. They could be mine. No, they're the merchants. Alright. And the outpost liaison is still here. This visitor has come for diplomacy and to relax. Alright. I don't get why he hasn't left yet, but to each his own. We have access to all parts of the map thanks to the bridges. So we can access all the 4 sides of the map. Leatherworker goes here, made out of siltstone. The loom would go here, made out of siltstone, and then the clothier's shop goes here. And then we do a leather workshop. Leather. Put that in there. And a cloth stockpile in here. And a finished goods stockpile in here. But not all finished goods, obviously. We do not want these, but we would like leather things in here. Monum has created a Rodamsfold Baby a man a slate cabinet. Well, cabinet works well. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Iton. Alright, let's look at it. Oh, that's the one. Let us view the description. This is a slate cabinet. Craft worship, highest quality. Object is adorned with hanging rings of slate and menaces with spikes of slate. It is called Peltenters, the Friends of Ages. The Friends of Age. That's a sort of a wordy title, but sure. What was it worth? Its value 3,600. All right. Not the most impressive thing ever. And he was possessed, so he didn't get any skill from it. So, yay. Didn't relate to anything. Possession, I've always felt, sort of relates to things. Like the murder of someone or the striking down of something. But not this one. Alright, how is the milking and cheesing going? If we say you can now milk something. Mill plants. Mill some plants. We'll see who comes along and mills something and whatever it is they're going to mill. Is someone come and mill something? Wait, what? Oh, you milked something. You milked a pig? Can you milk pigs? Pigs just keep getting more and more awesome, don't they? What would that be? Milk? Liquids, maybe? Liquid. We have pig's milk. Milks, the ultimate animal. Now make some cheese. Can we have pig cheese? Is pig cheese a thing? Google. Pig cheese. Why don't we eat pig milk cheese?
That dwarf's mood has failed and he's gonna hurt someone. Stop him.
That dwarf? No, a water buffalo bull has gone berserk. Well, he's trapped in the water, so I don't think that's going to hurt us. We were reading about pig's milk. Seldom obtained for human use and is not considered to be a viable agricultural product. Several attempts have been made to produce pig milk cheese, some of which have been successful. Alright. The learning thing. See, that bull, he's just going to be stuck in here forever, isn't he? Skin is burnt umber, his eyes are black. He's stuck in that waterfall. Have a nice time, bull. We'll get some more wall put up. We are making cheese. Have someone come here and mill plants? No. It's probably a special... Yeah, no one is set to milling. We have someone who is actually good at milling, so we will get that guy to do that. There we go. We have given one of our unassigned workers the ability to mill things. Interested to see what he's going to bring us. Before that, actually, do we have like plants in here? Plants. We have quinoa. We have 18 cave wheat. So how do we get cave wheat seeds? You could presumably extract that from the cave wheat. But would you mill it or process it? Cave wheat cannot be processed. Could it not? Dwarf Fortress Wiki is our friend. Cave wheat. It can be milled into wheat flour or brewed into dwarven beer. Cave wheat seeds can be brought as an embark or imported from dwarven caravans. They are planted in the summer. Yeah, but seed. How do you get seed? Seed production. Seeds are produced by brewing at a still, milling at a millstone or quern, processing at a farmer's workshop, or by dwarves eating the plants raw, uncooked. Alright. So since we cannot process brew drink from plant, brew drink from fruit, yes, do that. Same workflow. Mill plants need empty bag. Okay. Do we have a leather worker? Don't know why I said that so strangely, but leather. No. We don't have a leather worker. No one who is half good at leather working anyway. Anyone who's good at clothes making? No. Alright, I'm just going to pick a random dwarf who's not really good at anything. It's going to be a clothier. And then I'm going to pick another random dwarf who's going to be a leather worker. There we go. We have a leather worker and we have a clothier. Someone's going to come around and fix up these workshops. But first... someone worked at the quern. Mill plants. We'll keep an eye on the quern to see what they bring to it and what we get out of it. Come on. No one's gonna come do some querning. Here's a guy. Here's our guy. Yeah. No, not like that. You are going to be milling plant. Which you can't. It was cancelled. Me and my derp brain. So the loom is up and running. It is making things for us. We don't have a lot of leather, I think. Leather. I don't think we have any leather because there is nothing under L. Cloth it is. You set up a yarn. No, cloth. Make a cloth bag. Wait. Isn't there a thing in the farmer's workshop? Couldn't we process plant to bag? What does that do? Okay, processing a plant to bag is for quarry bushes into leaves and rock nuts. Alright, so we're not doing that. Process plants to barrels or sweet pods into dwarven syrup and seeds. So we can queue up that as well. We could probably do a limit on these. Let's see. What do you have? You have process plants. Workflow. Add a limit. Thread of any plant. We have 30 of those right now, which seems like a good number. So we'll say we'll keep 20 to 30 pieces of thread around. And that will process pigtails, rope reed, flax, jute, hemp, cotton, rami, and kinaf into thread. And then we will also process to vial. Presumably that needs a vial. Well, we don't really need to do that right now because we do not have valley herbs or go anyway. We can do a barrel which would process sweet pods into dwarven syrup and seeds. So we will do that. Repeat until we have seeds. Seeds of any material? No, that's stupid. Yeah, delete this constraint. We'll have to do this more advanced. Seeds of not any material. Seeds of sweet pods. Type seed. T select. Seeds of P specific. Plant. Sweet pod. Seed. Like that. The desired range. I'd say 15 to 20. Yes. Cannot produce sweet pod seeds. Yeah, well, no, that makes sense. Seed. No. Not like this. I don't usually do this, as you might be able to tell from the... God damn it. Yes, go away. Add a limit. A super advanced limit. Type seed from the material of plants. Sweet pod. Plant. Is that okay? Cannot produce sweet pod plant seeds. Well, screw it then. We will make a liquid of any plant. 15 to 20. Just as long as we can make some syrup, let's make some syrup. Yeah? We'll have that happen. And now he is weaving. The clothier's shop is up and running. And we can tell the clothier's shop that we would like cloth. How much cloth? Make me a bag. Bag of any material will do. That means if I set up leather later, they'll sort of even out. But 2 to 4 should be sufficient. And we should probably dig out this hole as well so we can put stuff in there. So how is our stuff doing? We have good amounts of fish. We have good amounts of drink. We have tons of seed. What's our kitchen looking like? We don't cook seeds. That's good. We have prickleberry wine. Well, that's good. All of these can be used for cooking. Water buffalo milk. Looks like we're doing a lot of milking and a lot of cheesing. I think we can cancel. Well, we'll have to unrepeat them first. You don't do forever and just cancel that. But we can do milk forever until that suspends. Yeah, make more buckets. And then we can look how much milk do we have. We only have 1 liquids. Which is water buffalo milk. Yeah, probably because we made it into cheese. Let's see. Cheetah. Are they eating it, perhaps? Drinks, fish, meat, other. You can't cook with it, but they're still gonna eat it straight up, aren't they? Or drink it. Silly dwarves. Farmer cancels process plants need unrotten processable 2-barrel plants. Okay. We presumably don't have sweet pods. We probably made rum of them. What we could do then is go into the kitchen and say sweet pods. We can brew rope reed. What the heck would we, what? Rope reed makes river spirits. Maybe, but no, not really. Yeah, well, we'll get back to it eventually. Build us. We're gonna build a few, so we're gonna go table. There we go. And then we can go back and make thrones. seat. Go and door. And we could save, apparently. I was going to say, we could then order up a chest or trunk or whatever it's called. We haven't gotten started on making crossbows, which we should definitely do. But or we're going into winter now, so there's not going to be any planting done anyway. But we could set up some external farm plots for the variety so we can grow rope reed, which I don't think we will brew. I think we will turn off brewing of rope reed, so it will be solely for cloth making industry. And then yeah, we'll get the tavern set up. We'll make a nice little, here we go, we'll queue up a chest. Make cheese. No, it's not called a chest, it's called a coffer, a rock coffer. Let's get one of those. Get it. To put in the tavern, somewhere to keep drinks and whatnot. Tavern is fairly far away from the drink stockpile. I mean, it could have its own separate drinks stockpile. Farmer cancels milk, animal, no creature. Okay. Stock then. Milk, we have 1 milk, 2 milk, 3 milk. Make cheese. Repeat forever. And then you can cancel that whenever you get around to it. Presumably we now have the bag. Let's see. Bag. Pigtail bag. Pigtail seed bag finally crafted. Strawberry seed bag. Cabag. No. I assume we have a bag. Mill a plant for me. And we can see if someone can now mill a plant for us. Come on. Plant milling time. Here it comes, here it comes. Whoop. Aha, the slate quern, and there is some cave wheat there. And now he's off to get a bag. And here he is. He now has a pigtail bag and some cave wheat.
Don't tell the elves, but all the fish are gone.
He's doing some work. We should get a cook now to start preparing some food. It did some work. There is dwarven flour there in a bag. And we now have cave wheat seeds. That's tasked. So presumably someone will come and collect those, yeah. And bring them somewhere? Where the heck are you bringing those seeds? You're just gonna go eat them? What happened to our seeds? Stocks. Seeds. This list is too long. Seeds. seed. Cave wheat seed. Zoom to it. Where is it? Someone came along and took it for an unknown reason, leaving the flour bag behind. Yeah. Let's build. This is a mason's workshop. Well, you're not supposed to be here. Go away. We will carve out a little hole down here. Put a butcher in there. Come on. Can I now mill plants? 5 plants. Let's see. Butcher. Well, it's a stupid place to have him, obviously, but sure. And we'll put a door in to keep the miasma contained. And they're dismantling that mason's workshop. And we can put in a kitchen instead. Kitchen, which is Z. Make that in slate. Sure, why not? There we go. We are making stuff happen. So, a few levels down then, or quite a few levels down, we have this room. Which is going to be a dining hall. Sure. Meeting hall? Yes. Location. Add location. An inn or tavern. Like that. The Devourer of Mines. Terrific location. So what do we have in the Devourer of Mines? We will need a tavern keep to get dwarves sufficiently drunk. But I don't think we have enough. We have enough people. But we can then put in our coffer. Slate coffer. Somewhere to keep all the goblets. And a food stockpile along the wall here, which will not contain any food whatsoever, but will contain plant drinks. Why isn't milk part of a plant drink? But whatever. No, an animal drink. Sorry, plant drink. It will be all of these. Yeah. And you will not take from anywhere. You will take from links only. And you will take only from this drinks stockpile. Yeah? Good. Not been any petitions or anything. I was hoping to get some pop-ups with the new stuff, like with the guild halls and whatnot. But I haven't seen any of those. Maybe we're not big enough yet. Reports. People becoming farmers. Do we have any guilds? This is good. This is good. Dwarves are relaxing and socializing. So our outpost liaison is here. I can't do anything with him. But this is our miner, Solon. Let's see. He is a worshipper of Doran. He has a few kindred spirits in the hunter, the carpenter, and the farmer. Or she, sorry. It's probably a girl. And a few passing acquaintances, and a close friend in the leatherworker. That's interesting. I recite and sang Mortal at the Devourer of Minds. I enjoy that. So she is singing in the tavern and enjoying that. She feels enjoyment while performing. Annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet. That'll probably change. Now that we have wood goblets being made. She's a casual worshipper of the diamond. She is a member of the sect of taxing and a member of the dutiful arena. She is the bookkeeper of the dutiful arena. Okay, so that is our civil or our government then, the dutiful arena. I didn't really check that. And a citizen of the work of Helms, which is our civilization then. Fascinating. So there they are, chilling out, having fun. There's a lot of dogs running in and out of that temple. Could we not put our dogs up here? We have any more dogs? A couple of puppies. Should probably be training them, but we'll get around to it. Wall. While we're up here, build some wall. Wall, wall, wall. More wall. Build an old wall. And now we can get some wall in here and some more wall in here. And some more wall here. Takes care of that wall. And we'll put a wall in here. And we're soon completely boxed in. Now that we have any way of closing that door, we should probably get that. So we will build some traps. We will put a lever in here, this mica mechanism. We will link that to the drawbridge outside. Hey, we have a follower. Nick Sweets. Nick, thank you for the follow. Rock tables are being made. Food is being brought down. Should we, we should, shouldn't we? Yeah. Therapist. Let's see. Cooks. Anyone who has any cooking? The brewer has some cooking. But I don't want the brewer to do some cooking. I want the brewer to brew. and nothing else. So the best cook among these unassigned workers is actually Monom. The guy who made, the guy who made our one artifact, which is completely poop, but creator of the Pelnators, the friend of age. You, my friend, will be the cook. Just because I say so. Because that means we can set up this to... well, you have to come and construct it first. And then we can set him up to do some actual cooking. And we'll get some prepared meals. And then we will have... Then we can say we don't want prepared food in here. Nor do we actually want unprepared fish. We should probably set up a little bit of a fish room. There you go. No, not there. Fish room. Your most recent the first artifact was a single silk shoe. Obviously, why wouldn't it be? Our first artifact, if you weren't here for that, was a rock cabinet. It's made of rock and menaces with rock spikes because yay. Fairly poor as artifacts go. Two then, we need to set up a hotkey for this tavern area, or I'm gonna keep clicking all over the place. It'll be F5 then. Yeah, it'll be good for noble rooms. Let's see. Hall. No. I think I'll call this living with one V. Living. We might start branching off bedrooms from this place. I just saw an interesting message where I just got to do this. Sagzul, the hunter cancels store item in bag, job item misplaced. The heck does that mean? I've never seen that before. He lost the thing he was going to store, or the bag he was going to store it in. Zoom to this unit. Where is our friend? It's now it's Zaxul the hunter. Okay. The hunter. You. View. Let's see. Do you have any negative thoughts from this? No, you're euphoric due to inebriation. You were annoyed at the lack of cheers. Felt love remembering a new romance. No, okay. Doesn't seem you get any negative thoughts from that. Which is good. And we'll put up a little bit of a food stockpile over in the corner here. Or along this wall, I think we'll say we do food. And we'll just block all, but allow prepared food to be put in here. And just for the heck of it, let's get this stuff cleared out of here, huh? There's a lot of dwarves that can do some hauling. Let's get all this carted out. What do we have? Okay, just an empty barrel. There's actually no food in it. And while we're at it, we'll queue up a smoothing job of this so everyone can be pleased when looking at the delicious rooms and wanting to, or looking at the delicious tavern and being happy and all that stuff. We could maybe temporarily put the cabinet in here as well. That might do. Yep, hauling all that out and then smoothing all of it off. This has been made. Can we make an easy meal? Food. Food groups. I'm looking at the Dwarf Fortress wiki just to see what are the various types of food, because you have the easy, the fine, and the lavish meal. Rendering fat happens automatically when you have things. But I don't know what would we... Fish can be caught, eggs, honey, royal jelly. Kitchen then. Types of meals. An easy meal uses 2 ingredients and will result in a biscuit. A fine meal uses 3 ingredients and will result in a stew, and a lavish meal uses 4 ingredients and will result in a roast. Okay. Make one of each then. And we will go repeat, workflow, limit, biscuits of any material. You keep 10 to 15 biscuits lying around. And same goes for this. Stew of any material, but not quite as many. We will keep 8 to 10 of those lying around. And same with the lavish meal, but not so many. 3 to 5, no, 3 to 6 roasts lying around. Because, I mean, biscuits, they'll last forever. Roast, can't have too many roasts and stews, because they'll go bad if dwarfs don't eat them. I don't think they actually will, but let's pretend. Let's see, we need a food stockpile back here. And we will block all except unprepared fish. Or is that actually unprepared fish? Unprepared raw. This is presumably a live fish. And then we have unprepared raw. No, so I would say you put fish in here. And then we don't, not the unprepared fish, because that would mean fish would come in here once it'd been fished. It would be gutted and dissected. Prepare a raw fish. Yeah, he is preparing a raw fish, and then it can come over here and we can have unprepared fish. Go in here. He is preparing a raw fish. It contains a raw char. Let's see what he makes from that and what it's called. Let's hope the cat doesn't eat it. Waiting for him to move, and then which we will pause. There we go. There is now a char in here. Do you have anything with you at this point? You're going to go prepare an easy meal. Wait, that was the chef. Fish. I'm gonna Google this. Fish may the small aquatic vermin, the large aquatic creature, the fishing industry as a whole. Yeah, look at the fishing industry. What does it say? Freshly caught raw fish cannot be eaten. It must first be cleaned at the fishery. The presence of raw fish automatically triggers the prepare a raw fish to be queued up at the nearest fishery. So long as you have enough fish cleaners and fisheries to keep up with your fisher dwarfs, fish clearing should be an automated process. Yeah, that's good. Small aquatic vermin. Yeah. Raw fish is a classification in Stock's menu for fish that has not yet been cleaned. Useful for seeing how backlogged the fishing industry is. Okay, so it will be called raw fish. Raw fish are known as unprepared fish in the stockpile setting interface. Ah, that explains that. So it was the way I thought originally then. We do not want unprepared fish in this. We want unprepared fish in this, and not fish. And let's make sure fish is actually in here. Yep. Good, good. Well, I think this water buffalo is dehydrated. Why is that? Is it the crazy water buffalo over here? I'm going to assume that it's that crazy water buffalo over there. Who's gone berserk, is no longer drinking, and is dying in a river. So I'm going to assume it's him. But, as I was saying, this fortress is trucking along nicely. Let's just build some more wall. We haven't had anything special, fun, magical happen yet. We've made one artifact. We haven't been attacked by anything, which is good. We've had 2 migrant waves. Stop making all that wall. Wall. Here. Talking and making walls at the same time is surprisingly difficult. And now we're walled up sufficiently. As soon as all of those things are built. We are almost through winter, or we're in midwinter, basically. And that, I think, is as far as I'm going to get today. Twitch is telling me I have 23 viewers right now, which is fascinating. And if you all enjoy, please follow on Twitch. I cannot promise Dwarf Fortress all the time, all day. I'm fairly casual gamer and casual streamer at that. But I will be streaming more this weekend. Right now, it is getting close to the end of stream time for me, and closer to bedtime. But tomorrow I will be streaming earlier, and more. So I'll be streaming early morning and late evening. I'll set up a countdown for that on the channel page or something. And it'll be more Dwarf Fortress, more of this. I'll also post on Reddit, like I did today, about when I go online and streaming. And I said it'll be more Dwarf Fortress. And Palisay what? Thank you for the follow. If you want to see more, come back tomorrow. There'll be more Dwarf Fortress, as I say. Follow to be notified when I go online, all of those things. And thank you for coming out and watching. It's been fun so far. So I will see you around. Bye for now.